Hello everyone. In today's class, I'll be showing you how to create tables using Bootstrap. There are certain classes in Bootstrap which will allow you to create tables. The first one is okay, so the table class. I'll show you all in effect. So the next one is table stripped. Okay, so the next one is table stripped. There is only one P over here. And then the next one is table hyphen bordered. Okay, and the next one is table hyphen hover, and the next one is table hyphen and condensed. Okay, so and the next one is table hyphen responsive. Okay, so and responsive. So these are the classes that are available in Bootstrap, which will help you to create tables, accented tables. Okay, so in the accented tables, we'll be seeing three concepts. The first one is the stripped row. Okay, so I'll be showing you stripped row, and the next one is I'll be showing you the hover, and then the next one I'll be showing you the active tables. Okay, so all these things we'll be seeing, and we also will see some additional classes. So the any additional classes are nothing but the contextual classes, contextual classes. So these contextual classes are like table underscore primary, table hyphen primary, and table hyphen success. So which will actually give the color to the rows and to the data. To the row and to a particular cell. Okay, so these will give colors to that. So there are many contextual classes like active, success, danger, warning, info, etc. We'll be seeing all this in action now. So I'll be creating a table. So let me just clear this off and then go to my template. Okay, so this is how we need to create include the CSS and HTML and JavaScript code into our Bootstrap code. So this is what I have done. I have copied this from getbootstrap.com website. So I have linked all this. Okay, so inside my body, so I'll be creating the table. So herein I'll be saying table. Okay, so I'll be showing the normal kind of table creation, and then we will also see how after including the class table how it turns. Okay, so this is the table. So there will be an on and off for the table. So inside the table tag, I'll be putting a table head. Okay, so then there will be an off for the table head as well. So I'm just putting that also. Okay, and then inside the table head, now I'll be having the table row. So I have put the table row. Okay, so let me close the table row. And then inside the table row, I have some headings. So I'll be putting the th tag. And inside the th tag, I'm saying I have some name, name of the student or whatever. And then I'm closing this table head. And then I'm having, okay, so I'll be, so I will include, um, okay. The second heading would be the register number of the student, and then the third one would be the marks. Okay, so I'm saying M1 marks, and then let me say M2 marks. Okay, so then M3 marks, and so on. Okay, so let us say marks 3, then I have marks 4, and then marks 5. Okay, let me also change this. Okay, marks, so I'm saying marks 2, this will be marks 1, and here I'll say the age of the student. Okay, so this is what I have created in the head. Okay, so next comes the body tag. So the table body, so which is t body, and there will be an off tag for this. So t body, so I just have given the off tag. Inside this I'll be creating the rows. Okay, so this is my row. So I'm closing my row over here. within this row, I'll be having the data. So TD, okay. So first, say I'm having Akshara, might be, okay, so that's the name of the student. And then I need to have the register number of the student. So I'm saying it is 567. And then this is TD. And then the age of the student, which is TD. And I'm giving some 18 years. Okay. So then of this, okay. And then some marks of the student, so TD, I have given 45, and then close this TD. Okay, so then I'll be copying the same marks. Okay, so not to waste time. So how many marks do we have? So I have 5 marks, right? 3, 4, 5. Okay, right. So I'll copy the same table row multiple times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, so this is how I have created my table. So I'll show this table. So I have not included any of the Bootstrap classes. I just have created in HTML. Okay, so I just have created. So now let me show the effect of this in the browser. So you can see these are the headings that I have included. So the header will be bold, and then the data inside the cells will be a little bit light color than the heading. Okay, but there are no borders, nothing. Okay, so nothing is shown over here. So let me actually now add the first class that I told you. So what is the first class? The first class is nothing but the table class. So inside the table tag, so this is the table tag, right? Inside the table tag, I'm taking a class. So class is equal to table. I just have added the first class of the Bootstrap, and the first class of the Bootstrap is the table class. I just have added that. So now this is the table. So let me refresh this and show you. I am reloading it. So you'll be able to find the difference. Okay. So as I reloaded it, um, okay, so the effect is not shown because I forgot to give the tag over here. So after I fixed it, so let us see the effect of this. Okay, so as you can see, like there appeared some borders for us. Okay, so these are the borders, and then some basic styling has appeared to the table. Okay, so I got some borders and all that. Earlier there were no borders and all that. So now some borders came after including the class table. Okay, so say for example, you want to include some caption. So there is a tag which is called as caption tag. So this is students list, right? So I can just say students list. Okay, so I'm just saying students mark list or whatever. So I'm saying students marks list. So I just wanted to include a caption. So you can happily do that. Okay, so I just have done that. So let me save this and show you how it appears on your page. Okay. So as I refresh this, you can see that the students mark list has appeared in the bottom, at the bottom of the table. So say you don't want it to appear at the bottom of the table, you want to be on the top of the table. So inside this table tag, you can inside this table class. Okay, so class is equal to table is there, right? So there you can say that caption. Okay, so you want the caption to appear on the top, so you can say caption hyphen top. Okay, so let me save this and show you the effect. So let me reload it. So as I reloaded it, you can see that the caption appeared on top of it. Okay, so like how you have created the headings over here, T head, in the similar way, you can also create the footers. Okay, going to the bottom of the table. So after my T body here, okay, so I'll be creating the footers. So footers like are T foot. Okay, so I can say T foot, and there is an off tag for this. So I just have given the off tag. And in between this, like whatever you want, you will be, whatever is the footer that you want to appear. So you'll be writing that. Okay. So I'm saying total or whatever. So total is equal to or whatever. Okay. So if you want the total number of the students, so there are 5. Okay. And total marks or whatever you want to have, you can actually put that in the footer. So let me show you how the footer appears. So this is my so this is the table, right? So I have refreshed it, and you can see that at the bottom, like there will be a footer, and the footer will appear after the data. Okay, so there will be a solid line, and below that, like the footer will appear. Okay, so this is what it will be. So in the similar way, okay, so I'll show you the next class. What is the next class? The next class is table strip, right? So I'm taking off all this caption and all that, not to confuse you and that we'll see each and everything in action. So I just have taken off this caption. So here in, like, I need to include the table stripped, okay? So which will actually make your table stripped. So let me show you the effect of this. So as I refreshed, you can see like there is a zebra lines that have appeared over here. So strips that have appeared. So one cell is, and these zebra lines appeared only to the data or to the rows. The first row is thick color, and then it is light, and these kind of zebra lines have appeared for us. Okay, so say for example, it is the basic coloring that has appeared. Say for example, you want it to have some other color, so you can say table hyphen. So I have given some success over here, so which means I have given some color to the table, and then I want the strips. Okay, so say I'm refreshing it now. So you can see that even if I have applied some color to the table, and the color to the table is a green color, and you can see like there are still zebra lines appeared. So one is light and one is dark and all that. So this is how you can apply table zebra lines to your particular table. So I'll take off this table strip, and then I'll show you the borders. We'll see the next class. So the next class is like you can observe that the table do not have any borders. So let me just refresh this. Okay, so reload this. So the table is not having the side borders. Okay, so and also there are no partitions between the cells and all that. Only the row basic styling to the table have appeared. So if you want the basic, if you want the borders as well, so we'll be using the next class, which is the table bordered. Okay, so I just have put this, and let us see the effect of this. As I reload this, you can see that there are the borders that have appeared. So in between the cells and also at the sides. Okay, so if you want to give some color to the border, you can also do that. Okay, so say for example, I'm saying border. So here in you can see that the border color is in gray color. So say for example, I want some other color to be there for the borders. I'm saying border hyphen primary. Primary will give some blue color border to it. Okay, color to it. So you can see that the borders have got some colors now. Okay, so say for example, you don't want border at all. Okay, so then what I need to do is I just need to take off this border, and then I have to say border less. Okay, so I don't want border at all. So if I don't want border, so I just will be saying the class which is table hyphen borderless. So when I do that, you can see that there won't be any borders to the table at all. So there are no lines, nothing. Okay, so it will be like the basic table that we have created with HTML. So it will look something like that. Okay, so this is regarding the borders. We'll keep the borders. Okay, so I'll say bordered, and we'll keep the borders. And the next class, table class, is the hover class. So say for example, okay, let me just show you this. Uh, so as I move on from row to row, there is nothing highlighted. Okay, so I'm just looking at the data. That's it. Nothing is highlighted. Thing which is called as class, which is called as mouse hover. Okay, so as I use this class, what happens is like I brought it to my first row, so the entire row is highlighted. Okay, so you can see that it is highlighted over here. So that's the reason why I have taken off the strip. So if strip is there, maybe this hover will not be so visible to you. Okay, so will not be much clarity. So that's the reason why I have taken off the stripped class. Okay, so I hope everybody understood what is meant by hover. Okay, so now let us move on to the next class, which is called as condensed. Now, what is meant by condensed? You can see that there are certain paddings over here, cell paddings. and this cell paddings will be cut to half. Okay, so that is what is called as condensed. Condensed means that you want the table to become the cell paddings, you want it to become small. Okay, so I'll just show you that effect. So I'm saying table condensed. um, Let me show you that. Okay, so as I reload this page, you will be able to see the effect. Okay, so you can see that the paddings will be reduced. Okay, so you'll be able to see that. Okay, so this is regarding condense. You can also use another class which is called as table hyphen small sm. Okay, so when I do this, I'll show you. Okay, so now this is the table, right? So as I refresh this, you can see that the table paddings and cells and all that have reduced to half. So you can use table hyphen sm also to reduce the I mean cell padding and all that. Okay, so this is regarding table condensed. Next, we'll be seeing how to apply the contextual classes to the table. To apply contextual classes to the table, for say, for example, I want this row. Okay, so this row to have a particular color. Okay, so say, for example, I want this row to have a particular color. So then I'll be saying class is equal to, so I want it to have the danger color. So I'm saying table hyphen danger. Okay, so now what will happen is the entire row will be of the danger color. So let me refresh this and show you. Okay, so when I do this, the entire row has become danger color. So in the similar way, say for example, I want only a particular data to have the color. So I'll be going into the particular TV tag, and then inside this I'll say table hyphen success. Okay, so I just want the data cell to have the color. So in that case, so you can see that only this cell will get the color. So this is how you will be applying the contextual classes. And the next one is like, as I told you in table stripped, it is called as accented tables. So wherein you'll be getting the stripped rows. I already have shown you how to give the stripped rows, and then how hover rows. So I showed you how to hover the rows by using the table hover class. And then the next one is active tables. So to show you the active tables, I'll be taking off this class. Okay, right? And then I also will take off this class, and we'll see what is meant by active tables. Active tables is like, say for example, you want to highlight a particular row. Okay, initially itself. So this is how the table looks like. And say for example, I want this fourth row to be active, meaning that to be highlighted when I launch itself. So in that case, so where is fourth? Okay, I'll take the second one. So this is the second one. I want this second row to be active. So I'll say class is equal to, okay, so I'll be putting a class which is called as active. So when I do this, so let me reload. So you can say table hyphen active. Okay, so let me save this. So a particular row will be active. Okay, so I want the second row to be active. So now the second row will be active like this. So you can also use this table active. Okay, called as table responsive. So let me show you that. Okay, so to understand table responsive, so this is my table, right? So as I bring it closer, so let me actually press Control Shift and I and go to my console, and herein you can actually check the responsiveness on various kinds of screens. So as I increase the size and reduce the size, okay, so you can see that some of the ones are cut off and all that. So say you want it to be responsive, so how you will do that? Okay, so how I'll do that is, responsiveness will just add a horizontal line. So let me just take off this table hyphen sm and all that. Before this particular table tag, I need to give another div, and here I'll be saying class is equal to inside this I'll say table hyphen responsive. Okay, and don't forget to close this div tag at the bottom. So at the bottom, just close this div tag. Okay, so now what will happen is when it is when the particular table comes to different dimensions, it will actually a horizontal scroll bar will appear at the bottom. Say for example, now you can see that I have bought this, I have reduced the size of this. Okay, so let me actually increase the number of, okay, so I'll actually increase the number of the columns. Okay, so I have increased the number of columns over here, and let us now refresh this and see. Okay, so you have something like this. Now say for example, I'm bringing this to small size. Okay, so I'm actually minimizing this. As soon as I minimized, you can see that there is a scroll bar that appeared over here. So this is what is called as responsive, table hyphen responsive. Okay, so when the number of columns increase, okay, so you won't be able to visualize all the columns in a single stretch. So in that case, a horizontal scroll bar will appear, and this horizontal scroll bar will disappear as you increase the screen size. So I'm maximizing it now. As I maximize it, you can see that the scroll bar vanished off. Okay, so because there is no point in having a scroll bar because everything will be visible in the larger screens. When you bring it to the small screens only, so this particular scroll bar will appear. Okay, so that's it, friends. This is all about how to create tables in Bootstrap. Thank you for watching.